Okay, folks, enough with the gay jokes, especially from a broke bitch self. Halo. Alright, sorry. Let me stop fucking with y'all. Um, and it's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Um, it's your boy Leekautorepair here. Got another fucking a guide for y'all more so because I got the mic set up. I'm talking my shit, right? It ain't like I'm near though, doing a fucking job and shit. But at least I can walk y'all through the shit. So this video, this car is a 2000 and what year is it? 2007 Chevy Equinox, the one with the 3 point, I want to say 3.4 engine, 3400 series. Let's go with V6. So that one, this one, pretty much what I'm going to be doing in this. I could be wrong about the engine size, I think, but who cares? But this one, I'm pretty much, I'm replacing the serpentine belt, the drive belt, and I said the same thing, but two different names. So I just say drive belt. So I'm replacing the drive belt and the idler pulley. It's like three of them, and replacing the belt tensioner. So that's what I'm doing in this video, and I want to walk y'all through the whole fucking thing. So yeah, that's all you need for the job. The reason why I'm replacing these parts is because this car at like especially on cold starts when you start it up, got like a loud belt screeching sound, like something like really like squeaking. So it's like screeching and squeaking, and it's like you hear that idle more so, and then like after a while you can just it, the belt start to chirp, like making like chirp noises and shit. And when you get problems like that, you can try to replace the belt, and it may fix the problem temporarily, but you gotta remember that these idler pulleys and these belt tensioners and these motherfuckers got bearings in there and shit, and these bearings can go fucking bad. So you sometimes when you do a job like this, especially you taking the belt off, I would just replace all the fucking pulleys and the belt at the same time and just start over fresh, like doing front brakes and rotors. You don't just put pads on fucked up ass rotors, right? That's how you fuck up the pads, right? Exactly, same analogy and shit, but different. But let's just go by that as a type of guide or something like that. So we're gonna begin a fucking job. Enough of me fucking talking. So let me click on the fucking video, and I think I need to turn the mic around. We're gonna do it like that, and what I'm doing right now is displaying the front of the car and shit. Don't mind the condensation in the right front headlight. It's not part of the video, but whatever. So what you want to do is remove this air box right here and the fucking boot for it, and take off that little breather fucking hose and shit for it. All you gotta do is like push a little tab back and like push it off and shit. So yeah, do that, and you want to unscrew the clamp for the boot, and two clamps, unscrew them, and either or, but that's the way I'm doing it. Just follow the steps. So I'm putting the camera down. So pop the clips off the side of the air box and lifting it up, and then there's a 10mm bolt to remove the bottom half of the air box. Go ahead and back that off. Yeah, 10mm bolt, and like I said, back it off, and we want to lift up. It's like rubber, couple rubber grommets at the bottom of the box. You gotta like really tug on it to get it off. You won't break it, trust me. Just man up and muscle that shit, and it'll come off. So put that off to the side. Don't disconnect the mass airflow sensor too. So you want to support the bottom part of the engine, like the oil drain pan. Like put something cushioning between the jack. Don't just jack up the bottom of the fucking engine because you will damage the pan. So just because we're going to remove the side engine mount. So right there is, I think, is 18mm bolts on the side mounts. And then the other three bolts are fucking 15mm. I could be wrong, but I remember doing a job, so I think it's that. So 18mm and 15mm. Remove those fucking 5 bolts and just lift up the fucking mount, but make sure you got the engine supporter so that way, the mount won't be a pain in the ass coming on and off. So I got my serpentine belt tool, special tool. We'll talk about that sometime in the future. And you want to get a 3/8 size fucking the head, the drive for it and shit. And pretty much I'm just removing the belt, so I'm pushing the serpentine belt back and bringing the slab back so I can get the belt off, and I'm taking the belt off all the way. So this may be the hardest part of the job, getting a belt on for you if you don't have experience, but we'll talk about that. This is a good thing in this fucking video. So let me display the belt. Look at the belt, got little fucking cracks and shit in it. Fuck up, the grooves are fucked up. So pretty much that's when you need to replace the belt if your belt looks like that. So now what I'm doing is replacing my idler pulleys, and this one is a 15 millimeter bolt. So let's go ahead and break that free and back it off. So the whole process of replacing the idler pulley, just make sure your idler pulley match up with the when you're replacing everything you take off, put back on. So it's like a little plate with screw combo type setup. Make sure they go back on. Sometimes the inside of it comes with like a little fucking some type of race or some type of adapter shim type setup or whatever that you put in between. You may not need it. It's up to you. The only way you'll know if it's not needed if your pulley comes out too far. So that's when you gotta remove it. So yeah, simple. Put the screw back in, put it back on, tighten it. That's it. Don't fucking over tighten it. Don't break shit. You be going to the junkyard or going to the dealership to order a new fucking whatever you fucked up, or you're gonna be drilling shit out. But simple. So I'm taking the other idler pulley off, and like I said, there are 3 of them. This is the second one I'm removing, and that one, if I can remember, was held in by like a 13 millimeter or 15, but I'm sure it was 13. So I could be wrong. I really don't care if I'm wrong or right, because I work on a lot of fucking cars, so a lot of different bolt sizes and shit. So I'm pretty sure you know how to match up a fucking socket to get the fucking nut or bolt off, right? So we're not gonna have this conversation. So I feel like I gotta sneeze too, and I'm feeling a little parched. Let me drink some fucking water. And like I said, just whatever you take off the fucking pulley, put back on. Make sure you got your shims, spacers, and all that good shit on there. Everything you took off, put back on. Remember that. So I'm tightening it down, and it is a 13 millimeter. Now I'm removing the third idler pulley, and that one is on it with a 15 millimeter bolt. Oh, really? Shit, I got it. Oh, shit. Burning my fucking nose. I gotta sneeze. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm getting in the wheel well right here to remove the right front wheel and removing the 2 fucking clips, push-in clips, and pretty much that's so I can. I don't know why I did this. I should have did this like last, but pretty much what I'm doing is so you can see the bottom, like the crankshaft pulley. And that way I can, that's going to be easy for me to put the belt on. So you kind of need to remove that little shield right there. So sorry for all the jibber jabber, but this video is moving so fucking fast. I'm trying to catch up and talk at the same fucking time. So I'm trying to be fast. I'm trying to be swift. And now, like I said, I'm adjusting the third idler pulley. Now, you may or may have to jack up the engine more to get that third idler pulley up because it's a pain in the ass. But now we're going to move too fast again. I'm taking off the belt tensioner right now. That is held in with a 15 millimeter bolt. So go ahead and back that off. Now, as you notice on this belt tensioner, there's like a little notch, a little like fucking tab thing on there. That's your alignment marker when you're putting it back on the fucking bracket and shit. But what I'm doing is I'm matching it up. Make sure your idler pulley matches up. It may look different, just design, but as long as it matches up. So look at that notch I was pointing right there. That hole, that's your alignment marking. That's the way the tool fucking goes. So it goes in a certain position. So make sure that little fucking notch, little thing, is inside of that hole, and then you tighten down the fucking bolt. And as simple as that. Those are it's kind of adjustable, but we're not gonna have that conversation. Just make sure you put it back in that hole. So tighten it down, and yeah, 15 millimeter bolt. Tighten it down. Don't over fucking tighten it. Just a little light. Just stop. Give it like a little 1/4 inch turn. And what am I doing now? I think I got everything on there. I'm just pretty much eyeing up everything. Idler pulley, belt tensioner, bottom belt tension. Idler pulley, and there should be the other idler pulley on the top. And maybe went too fast, but make sure everything was cool. Spin your pulleys. Make sure they good. Make sure everything move freely. Might have a little drag to it, that's cool, but make sure everything don't stick out too far. Make sure everything line up, or you fucked up at some point. But what I'm doing right now is matching up the old belt with the new belt. Make sure they're both same size and length. You want to do that because Your belt too small, you'll never get the belt on. The belt too long, then you won't be able to get the belt on. Okay, I'm being stupid. So, yeah. So when I got my headset on, the head strap thingy, GoPro thingamajig, and right now I'm installing the belt. So when I'm installing belts, I got my little diagram off to the side on a piece of paper. If you need that, leave it in the comments. And I always start with the crankshaft pulley. And once you wrap it around there, and once you get it wrapped around, pull it back like you want to snug on it, like you putting on your pants or something like that. Like just really hold it so that way we can maneuver around another pulley. So got it around you want to loop it around and pull up. See, I'm pulling up with one hand, and I'm at the bottom part in the wheel well, lining it up on a crankshaft pulley. So that's why you need to remove that shield also. That's why I was trying to tell y'all I was fumbling and shit. So got it around there. Make sure you give no slack always when you wrap around one pulley. Pull back so you won't lose your fucking belt position. So I think I'm wrapped around the AC compressor, and I think I'm ready to wrap it around the water pump next. I think so. Could be wrong, but follow your diagram. So when you always start from one pulley to another. So always start with the crankshaft pulley into the AC compressor, or whichever way the diagram. But the first thing you want to start with is the crankshaft pulley. So wrap around and pull, and then wrap around, pull, wrap around, pull. Pretty much that concept and shit. That's will always get me by. So okay, I got it wrapped around the alternator all the way in the back, and the belt tensioner. That's what I'm looking at right now. And mind you, I'm still tug on it, because if I lose the way the belt, my slack, pretty much the belt's gonna come off the pulleys, and I want to have that problem. So I think I'm working on my last pulley. I'm just eyeing everything up, make sure it's on. Wrapping around a water pump. I'm not mentioning that before, but I guess I was looking wrong. So I'm wrapping around a water pump, following the diagram, and got my belt tensioner tool, and pretty much it's gonna adjust the belt tensioner. It's like this video is moving so fucking fast I can't pay attention and shit. It's like I gotta do everything simultaneously. But whatever, I'm adjusting the belt tensioner so I get the belt on. So I'm bringing the tensioner back, and putting the top belt on the last fucking pulley, and that's it. And if that's how you install the fucking belt, maybe I'll do one on a Camaro, because that one is really easy and I get to talk. So yes, I will be covering how to remove your 13 belt. I want to do it in a Camaro, but whatever. So I'm making sure the belt is on correctly. It is, and I'm putting on the side mount. So that's why you want the engine to be like kind of level with the jack, and make sure it's cushioned, because it'll make it easier for you to get your mount back on. And two, you don't want to fuck up the other mounts by having the fucking engine hanging all the way down to the fucking subframe and shit. You don't want that shit. So just tightening them down. You may not have an electric impact, but I do. But do your thing. You know how to remove a bolt. You know how to tighten it up. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So, and then next I'm going to put my I removed the jack already. You see the engine come down on the mount. And so I'm just tightening up those three side bolts, 15mm bolts. And what the fuck am I doing? Putting the airbox back in. So same way you took the airbox out, put it back in. Make sure those three fucking rubber grommet things are in that fucking stud setup type deal. You'll know once you remove the airbox what I'm talking about and shit. And tightening it down, put that 10mm bolt back in. Then I'm putting the top part of the air box back in. Don't forget your filter. And put those fucking little clips on the side, locking clips, put those in. And tighten down your clamps with the boot for the airbox. And like I said, don't disconnect the airflow sensor, or your car will go and run fucking funky and shit. It may or may not. Just don't. That's the end of the fucking video. Me talking to y'all, replacing the belt and the belt tensioners and belt tensioner and idler pulleys. The fuck, man. I'm tired. I got another fucking video to do too about cover gaskets and shit as soon as I'm done this one. But just wanted to show y'all how easy. Well, it's kinda not straightforward, but if you can see what I did in this video, and you have enough, like mechanically inclined, you have enough you are capable of doing this fucking job, you can do this at your fucking driveway. You can do this yourself. You can do this by yourself. I mean, if you need me to email you the instructions or help you or something like that, I mean, I can, but look at the fucking video. It's really fucking simple. You just moving the side mount, popping the butt off, and taking the pulleys off, putting it back on, and if I could do what you could do, but at least I gave y'all fucking info and shit. So that's that. Enough of me fucking chit chatting and shit. So it's your boy Leekautorepair. Give me a thumbs up if this video was fucking helpful. If you got questions, comments, concerns, whatever, still a shit ripping you off, mom and pop shop ripping you off, you just have fucking car problems or whatever, I'm Leekautorepair. That's the name of his fucking channel. Get it? Leekautorepair. Whatever. Insider. I guess you don't. I know I'm not funny, but okay. So yeah, you can always message me or leave it in the fucking comments and shit. And yeah, that's that. So like I said, subscribe and yeah, that's it.